Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Offline Grunts here. Today we're going to have a little conversation I've been thinking about the state of Modern Warfare and how I feel about it. So if you guys have not yet, please feel free to go to my channel, go down below this video, click that red subscribe button, press the notification bell icon and set it to all so you get my notifications when I upload. It's been a while since I did one of these commentaries, and just so you guys know, it's been like a year since I've been on BO3, so don't send hate comments saying that, oh, you're trash at BO3, don't use that. I'm playing it a shit ton lately, and I'm just trying to get better. I'm sorry for swearing. So without further ado, let's get to the video. Modern Warfare 2019. I like it. Hands down, I like it. It's, honestly, if I'm being totally honest, I had a lot more fun back in BO4, Black Ops 4. But as far as gameplay and what it has to offer, and the way the game feels, I have to hands down put it to Modern Warfare. I don't know how else to explain it, but the new engine in Modern Warfare is so... It is very intuitive and clean, and it just works. It works with the timeline of this game. It works with the mechanics of the game. It works with the gameplay. I do understand it does promote some camping, but most maps has way to combat that, like shoot house, for example. People camp up in that office all the time. You have 3 ways to enter that. You got the right door, you get the left door, and then you get the window you can get into. There's many ways to combat camping there. You get that one hut in the backyard. You've got many points of entry and many points to toss a grenade, D4, a flash, or anything. So that pretty much combats most camping other than those walls. But honestly, I like the walls the way they are, because for people who want to grind for their camos and long shots, that's an easy way to grind for some camos. There's many ways to combat most playstyles. You can't sit there and tell me that you cannot play this game because of camping. In most Call of Duties, it was a little bit of a struggle to combat camping because most of those maps are 3 lanes, which would make sense because smaller maps generally. But in Modern Warfare, they're a little bit bigger, and there's a little bit more room to move around if you know what I'm trying to get at. So camping's annoying. I hate it. I mean, I rage at it all the time, but I understand. People play the way they want. There's no changing that. You can have a map that has no coverings or nothing, just a flat piece of land, and people will find a way to camp. It's just a part of Call of Duty. There's nothing changing that. I'm just getting this out of the way. This might be a little bit of a longer video, but I do want to dig into summarizing the best I can the whole story of Modern Warfare 2019. Now, I know most people dislike the Call of Duty Ghosts, which, I mean, in some ways is rightfully so. Me personally, I did like Call of Duty Ghosts other than the big maps. I mean, that was a fun game. I honestly should probably do some gameplay for you guys, but I mean, I do live stream, so if you guys ever want, click on the link down below and you'll be able to see me and streaming. I'm streaming most of the time. But back to the story. Call of Duty Ghosts. You got Rourke, main bad guy of the story. And then you got... So as I was saying, we got characters. I'm going to tell you the characters, main characters. You got Keegan Russ, David Walker, Elias Walker, Gabriel Rourke, Ghost, and Logan Walker. Those are your main characters in that story. And you got the enemy main antagonist, I think it would be called, Rourke. Now this man, if you play the campaign of Ghosts, you are set on pretty much a death wish, and you're in this helicopter. You just barely made it out of this huge gunfight, and now your helicopter was being shot down, and now you're falling from the sky, and as far as I found out, you were hanging by a thread damn near, and you are given the choice to either let go of Rourke and save the rest of your squad, or hold on to Rourke and you, along with the rest of your squad, die. Now, obviously, you let Rourke go, because if you didn't, you just have to redo that again until you finally let Rourke go, because ultimately, that is what got Rourke to be the main enemy, because before that, he was on your side as a ghost. Now, if you guys don't know how Ghost came along, it comes in the very first cutscene where it's talking about it went from 60 men to 15 men. Rourke was one of those guys who stood at the end fighting against the Federation and won that fight right there against 100 plus soldiers. Now, when you let go of Rourke, he then gets captured by the Federation in the forest, and they used chemical torture on him to carve his brain, change his brain in the way they wanted to change his brain, and hence the reason why in that next cutscene, Logan's father then states they made the perfect ghost killer because Rourke was a ghost. So Rourke knew how the ghosts worked. Now that is detrimental to the ghost story, along with Modern Warfare 2019 story. Because if you guys play it, you will know that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 has the character Ghost in it. That's coming back from Call of Duty Ghosts. And as the game progressed, Modern Warfare 2019, more characters are being added in as Ghosts. And the backstory of reason why Call of Duty Ghosts people wore the Ghost mask, was because they were opposing their own government's rules, because the government wouldn't do anything to help these people during the war with the Federation, so they put on ghost masks to hide themselves from being, accommodated or captured by their own government and arrested. And in the story of Modern Warfare 2019, Simon Riley, Alex, at the very end of the story, throughout the story of Modern Warfare 2019, you slowly learn that he wants to, stay away from his government because his government wouldn't help save people, ultimately, when it could have been done to save people. So at the end of the story, it would make a lot of sense for him to let his government think that he's dead. And then just after that timeline period in the story, the season came next, and that's when this guy with a robotic leg and mask came into Modern Warfare 2019. And all information points to him being Alex. And it would make sense for him to want to put a mask on, tied from the government, just like the Ghosts did back in Call of Duty Ghost time. Because they were opposing the government, just like Alex was trying to do. Not exactly oppose the government, but if you know what I mean, he wanted to do more than what the government was allowing him to do. Now, at the end of Call of Duty Ghosts, this is a big piece too on what happened with Logan. At the very end of the story of Call of Duty Ghosts, they were fighting on the trains. They finally get up to Rourke, thought they had won, and then they obviously had guns pointing to them, so they lost at that moment, and then they blew up the rail, so they drove the train into the water, and they had a little fight down in the water, and they shot Rourke, very luckily, and Logan and his brother barely made it to shore, and they thought they won. And then, you watch, then you realize all of a sudden you're being dragged by your foot, being dragged away from your brother. You watch a cutscene, and that's a cliffhanger. Well, it's not necessarily a cliffhanger, because the next thing I'm about to tell you really digs deeper into the ghost story. And I figured a lot of people probably said that it was a cliffhanger because they didn't finish a cutscene or the end credits. After the end credits, at the end of the cutscene or credits, I'm going to repeat that 3 times now. You then see you being captured in a huge pit covered by a metal barbed, like, bed above you in the forest. And that is where it is said that Logan was going to be tortured the same way Rourke was. And that kind of foreshadows that the Federation was trying to build an army of ghosts to combat every other army. And if that were to happen, that would have been the end of the world, pretty much. If you get what I'm saying. There's so much more I can go into depth with. And I'm going to give you guys as much information as I know. And I'm not getting this information directly from myself. I have found some of this information through Ink Slasher. If you don't know who he is, you should go down in the description and go on his link and follow his channel, because he goes into depth on every little bit of Call of Duty. He is a god of finding leaks and information about Call of Duty. Let me tell you what, boy, is he a good YouTuber. So I hope you guys liked my video today. Have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you like to see in the future. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, guys. Please be safe. Wear your mask. Stay inside, or don't stay inside. Stay home as much as you possibly can, and have a wonderful night.
Incoming flag detected.
Reaper down.
Inform Sarah killed. Warning, frag. Mechanical destroyed.
Care package inbound.
Asset degraded.
Friendly UAV inbound. Friendly hater inbound.
Gone.
Incoming flag detected. Enemy destroyed. Report multiple kills.
Okay,
Ready to leave.
Reaper jump.
Friendly UAV inbound.
Terminated. Robot destroyed. Warning. Frag.
Friendly care package incoming. UAV inbound.
Enemy down.
Mechanical
Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online. Hostile UAV spotted. Be advised, hostile HCXD spotted. Multiple hostile HCXDs in your AO.
Grenade detected.
The world is watching. Show them the win. Care package inbound.
Battery neutralized.
Hostile care package overhead. Hostile UAV above. UAV inbound.
Fighting.
Hostile UAV spotted. Be advised, hostile HCXD spotted. Be advised, hostile lightning strike targeting active. Black Ops at work. It's a beautiful thing.
Incrementing win count. Sight spinning up.
Team deathmatch. If it moves, kill it.
Prototype destroyed. Confirming kill.
Hostile HCXD in your AO.
Armor asset degraded. No.
They're gone.
Internal weapon systems online. Enemy destroyed. Informed battery killed.
Hostile down.
Organics non-violent.
Soldier down. Threat neutralized.
Neutralized.
Be advised. Hostile HCXD spotted.
KIA.
Reaper down.
KIA.
Threat neutralized.
Ready.
This battle is ours to lose. Don't! UAV inbound.
Inform battery kill.
We're out of time. Don't hold back. Hardened sentry deployed. Good job, CVP. Mission reassignments inbound.
All victory conditions met.
Enemy down. You've seen my work. It speaks for itself.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Checking time.
Reaper destroyed. Smoke checked.
They're beating us. Turn the tide.
Grenade.
Smoke checked.
MTL exhausted. End this now. Hostile UAV spotted.
Prototype destroyed.
We failed in our objectives. Stand by for reassignment.
Unit unable to perform as instructed.
You won't escape the coming storm.
Mechanical down. Mechanical down.
Reaper down.
Mechanical down.
HCXD deployed.
Incoming flag.
Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming. Be advised. Hostile lightning strike targeting active. Be advised. Hostile lightning strike inbound. UAV inbound. Hostile UAV above.
Smoke check.
Kill.
Hostile care package overhead.
Inform. Nomad. Kill.
Hostile UAV spotted. Care package inbound.
Enforcer asset decreased.
UAV inbound. HCXD inbound. Friendly Hellstorm inbound. Friendly UAV inbound.
Kill.
EKIA. Outrider neutralized.
Heist.
Seven down.
Threat neutralized.
Threat neutralized.
HCXD deployed.
Info weapons system.
You're running CDP. Switch it up. Approaching PONR. Finish this.
Grenade detected.
We don't reward failure. RTB for debrief and reassessment.
Shutdown in progress. Evac transponder activated.
Wasted. The 54 Immortals crush all opposition.